Here we are for sale, our September 2021 on a 71 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 300 model, meaning it's got a 3-ton gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2-litre Eco Blue Euro 6 diesel engine producing 170 PS, which is roughly 170 brake horsepower in this particular van. That is accompanied with the automatic gearbox, and this is the short wheelbase limited panel van, limited being the spec. Now what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Ford Transit Custom Limited of this age. There's a couple of really nice factory optional extras to speak of on this particular van as well, and clearly, as you can probably already see, this van is not quite standard, so we'll talk you through all of the enhancements that have been done. We'll also have a really close look at the condition of this particular example and talk to you about what we've done to it during our preparation, getting it ready for sale, seeing as the vehicle is currently available for sale here at Bridgend Van Centre. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. So barn doors are 2 doors which open in that sort of fashion. Now let's talk through a few of the enhancements which have been added here. So we can start at the very top, and we can see there's a really nice rear spoiler which has been added here, and this rear spoiler is not quite standard as well, because you can see it's got this nice orange element to the edge of the spoiler. So it's a decal which has been added onto the edge, and that ties in with a lot of other really nice orange elements on the vehicle. So you can see this nice satin grey decal which goes right down the center of the van, and of course you'll see that on the bonnet as well, with these really nice, again, orange details on the outside as well. And I honestly think it really ties in very, very well, let's say, especially with the front of the van, and as you'll soon see, the interior as well. Something else which has been added to this particular example are the locks for vans, deadlocks, to give you some added security. So you'll see those on the rear doors, but also on the side loading door as well. As we come further down here then, this brings us on to the first factory optional extra on the vehicle, and that is the reversing camera. So really nice feature there. You do get rear parking sensors as standard on the limited model, along with color-coded bumpers as well. You also get color-coded door handles, trims down the side of the vehicle, all in the body color. In terms of condition then, there is a little mark just here you can see to that decal, which is only very small. You can see the size of that compared to the end of my finger. But otherwise, generally speaking, looking here at the rear of the van, it's looking in absolutely stunning condition. If we open up the rear doors then, we can start to have a look inside the back of the van. So first thing I'd point you towards is this yellow arm. You can give that a pull, that clips into place like that against the rear door, and that allows you to open it up to its full 180-degree position like so. It is a very windy day here today, so what you can do also is lock it in place like that, and that door then is not going anywhere. Inside the back of the van then, we can see that this van has been treated to a full brand new ply lining kit. We do this on the vast majority of panel vans that come into stock, and you can see that really does set the van off very nicely in the back, but also provides fantastic protection. So if you've got cargo moving around here in the back, it's not going to cause a nasty outer dent in the side of your van. Looking at the floor then, you can see the Limited does come with this nice hard wearing plastic floor, which we absolutely love. You can keep that nice and clean and give that a nice sweep out to keep it tidy in the back. And that brings us on then to another factory optional extra which is on this van, which is the LED load lighting. So much brighter lights here, and 4 of them as opposed to 2, which you would get on a standard van. You can see the factory fitted bulkhead just there as well, which of course gives you that separation. And in the bottom left hand corner, just down here, that's where you've got the load through hatch as well, to load through into the cab. There's also plenty of tie down points in the back of the van as well, to of course tie cargo down. If we look down the passenger side of the vehicle then, this is where I like to look in the reflections down the side of the van, looking for any dents, ripples, signs of previous repairs, scratches, anything like that. I mean, as you can probably already tell, this van is in absolutely gorgeous condition. It really does look amazing. I was just doing the photos out here a few minutes ago before doing the video, and it does look absolutely lovely, I think. As I say, you've got the locks for vans deadlock there on the side loading door, and I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can particularly point out here. A couple of tiny little hairline marks very low down there on the side loading door. But really, as I say, other than maybe the odd tiny chip or touch-in, it's really not a huge amount of fault there looking at the side of the van. Opening up the side loading door then, lovely condition there, and that gives you another aspect then of the bulkhead as well. If we open up the cab then, this is where a major upgrade has been carried out in here. You may have already seen it, but looking at the passenger door card, the step, the floor in here, it's all in really good order. The nice proper rubber Transit Custom overmats in there, and the full leather interior. So it's a full black leather interior, again with these orange details. So an orange stripe down the center, orange stitch around the outside, and as you can see, this was done by Raceline. So Raceline are quite a well-known company to do this type of modification. So they do, very high-end Transit Custom upgrades like this. I've been doing it a long time, and certainly well respected in the industry. And as I say, they have done this full fit out on this van, so it's looking really, really smart. You can also see another really nice detail here is at the seat belts. So the driver and the far passenger seat belt here, they haven't been able to do the middle one, but on the driver and the far passenger one here, you can see they've changed the seat belts with this lovely orange detail along the outside as well. And I think that just sets off so nicely with the seats and some of the other details on the van. Of course, you've got storage here then underneath the passenger seats. One thing I always mention in our videos, this is just one of the elements here which goes to show the attention to detail that our guys go to when preparing these vans. It is as clean under here as you'll find anywhere else on the vehicle. You've also got the fold down tray in the center, a couple of cup holders there, and somewhere to store your paperwork as well. And we'll come around to a bit more of the spec when we go around to the driver's side in just a second. While we're here on the side as well, you can see that the van is fitted with a nice set of sidebars, also a set of roof bars, and then these fantastic 20-inch gloss black alloy wheels, which are all in fantastic condition. And they, again, I think just complement the van very, very nicely. As we move around to the front then, we've got some more upgrades here. So we can see that a nice front splitter has been added there to the very bottom of the van. And one thing I quite like with this splitter, sometimes splitters can have a tendency to sit quite low on the front of the vehicle, but this one is quite slimline, so it definitely adds a styling element to the vehicle. It's not as aggressive as maybe some other splitters, but in terms of practicality, you can still see there you've got a nice height to the front of the vehicle there, so much less likely to catch that or scrape that front splitter, which I think is certainly a positive. On that front splitter then, again, some nice orange details, and as well around the edge of the grille, and as I say, that nice satin stripe up the center with the orange details there as well. And I think all in all, it's a very striking and I think a great looking van. The Ford Trail front grille is another upgrade then, which again just ties in with the rest of the styling. And while we're here at the front as well, this brings us on to another factory optional extra, and that is the bi-xenon headlights. We don't see these very often on Transit Customs, but they do make a massive difference. These are a fantastic headlight and do make a big difference when, of course, using the van at night. Looking at condition here at the front then, you're going to get the odd tiny little stone chip here and there, which of course has been neatly touched in, nothing drastic. A couple of little touch-ins here and a couple of little hairline marks just very low down there on the bumper. Little touch-in just there as well. But generally speaking, the van overall is in absolutely gorgeous condition throughout, as you can probably see there. Really nice gloss to the paintwork, and of course, as to be expected with this low mileage. Having a look here then finally on the outside, down the driver's side of the vehicle. I do apologise if there is any wind noise, it is very windy here today. But having a look down the driver's side there, looking in those reflections, it's like a mirror looking down the side of this van. It is very nice. A couple of little marks, just, well, tiny really, but just to the edge of the driver's door there. And then if we open up the driver's door, we can start to have a look inside the cab from this angle. So having a look at the step, the floor here under the mat, you can see the rubber over mat, and even under that it's all lovely underneath there. Some spec then, so having a look at the driver's door card, electric windows, electric folding mirrors, that's how those operate. The vehicle will be coming with 2 full remote keys, and you can see there multiple keys for the extra locks as well. Auto-activated lights and auto-activated wipers. Leather multifunctioning steering wheel, little to no wear on the steering wheel, which is what you'd expect for this mileage. And you can see underneath here, again, a nice little upgrade, little orange detail just there. Having a look at the driver's seat. Now this seat has been upgraded further than the passenger seats by actually having, literally changing the structure of the seat. So more of a sporty bolster there, and also some shoulder support further up as well. It just really changes the feel of the van when you're driving it, but also I think offers a really good look as well. They've even done the armrest in leather and these nice little raceline tags as well on the leather as well, really giving it a premium feel inside here. Also a little orange element just there as well to the gear stick. Having a look in the front then, this one has got a final factory optional extra, the larger screen there in the center, so it gives you a few more options when you're a few more views and things there when you're looking at the dashboard. Hopefully you can see there. And then the mileage will appear in just a second in the top left hand corner, which is 19,490 miles. So lovely low mileage. On the left hand side of the steering wheel then you've got your cruise control settings. On the right hand side you've got your onboard computer controls just there. You've got a USB point and a 12 volt socket up on top of here. The Sync 3 screen, which gives you Apple CarPlay, Android Auto of course. When you put the vehicle into reverse, that's where your reversing camera will be displayed. And then you've got air conditioning, heated seats, heated windscreen and heated wing mirrors. All of that comes completely as standard on the Limited. And then you've got your another 12 volt socket and a USB point just there as well. During our preparation, it's been right through our workshop, giving it a full service, giving it a clean bill of health, changing all the filters and making sure that it is absolutely ready to go. So just to summarise then, it is a September 2021 on a 71 plate Ford Transit Custom Limited. This is the 300 model, so 3-ton gross vehicle weight. It's got the 170 PS, so the highest brake horsepower they did on this particular year. 170 PS diesel Euro 6 engine with the automatic gearbox, which is again a massive selling point for this particular van. Finished in, looks absolutely stunning in black, with all of these lovely raceline elements which have been added, including the leather, the decals, of course things like the wheels, sidebars, roof bars. Lovely factory spec as well, with the bi-xenon headlights, reversing camera, LED load lights, things that really do make a big difference to the usability of this van every day. And as I say, it's been right through our workshop, so it's got a clean bill of health and very low miles, only 19,500 miles on the clock as well. Now if you'd like to see the full advert, if you haven't seen it already, please head over to our website there, bridgeendvans.co.uk. You can also give us a call on either of the numbers listed there, the bottom left hand side of the sign. The vehicle will be coming with 12 months AA warranty, with options to increase that to 2 or 3 years respectively as well if you want to, of course at an extra cost, but it will come with 12 months absolutely free of charge. We can deliver our vehicles nationwide. That is charged at £1 plus VAT per mile in one direction. We can of course arrange finance at very competitive rates, whether that be for limited companies or for private individuals, and we can take cars or vans in part exchange as well. Thank you very much for watching.